Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be learning about divisibility rules. What is this? Now normally we got used to divide a number and say whether it is divisible or not. Instead of that, there is an easy way. By seeing a number you can find out whether the given number is divisible or not. So let's start the divisibility rules. Now the first one we'll be learning the rule of 2. So normally if I give any number, what you are going to do? If I give you 476. Now if I ask you whether this number is divisible by 2 or not, you are going to divide it. So you have to take the number and divide with 2. So 2 2's 4. 0, take 7 down. So 2 3's is 6. So 1 is the leftover, take 6 down. So 2 8 16. So when I am going to subtract, I am getting the remainder 0. 476 is divisible by 2. So this is a long process. So instead of this, I am going to say you an easy process to say whether this number is divisible by 2 or not. How? Now what you have to do is, the given number is 476. So you have to check the units digit number. You know that the right side, the first digit is units digit or ones digit. So it can be also set as ones or units digit. So you have to see the units place digit and see whether you have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in units place. If you have in units place any of this number, then the whole number will be divisible by 2. Now, what are the digits to be there in the units place? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If any of these number is there in the given number, then we can say it is divisible by 2. Let's take one more example. So this is example 1. So example 2 is 5, 4, 8, 9. Now what is the process? You have to check for the units place digit. Now here units place digit is 9. Now do you have 9 in this list? No. Because 9 is not there in that list, that means this number is not divisible by 2. Yes? So it's an easy process. Just by seeing the number you can decide whether it is divisible or not. So in the same way, let me take the next example. 5, 7, 6, 1. Now you know the rule, we have to check for the units digit. So 1. Now is 1 in the list? No. So simply you can say it is not divisible by 2. Yes. So let's move on to the next rule, that is rule number 3. Now it is rule 3. Now what we have to follow to check whether for the rule 3 is divisible or not. Now it is nothing but divisibility rule for 3. Now given example 6, 5, 4. So for this you have another rule. Here you are not going to see for the units place, but here you have to check the sum of the digits. So what is it? Now whichever number is given, individually these are called digits. So you have to do sum. Sum in the sense total of those digits. That is 6 plus 5 plus 4. So what you are going to get? 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. Is 15 divisible by 3? Yes. So 15 is divisible by 3. So the number is divisible by 3. So 654 is divisible by 3. Yes, let me give one more example. Whichever number is given, first check the sum of it. You have to check the sum of it. So sum of the digits. So whichever numbers digits are given, just add them up. So 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Is 6 divisible by 3? Yes, it is divisible. So you can say that 1311 is divisible by 3. So let's move on to the divisibility rule of 4. Rule for 4. Now, divisibility rule of 4. Now, here we are going to check, because it is in case of 2 we have checked only the ones place, but here for the divisibility rule of 4 we are going to see ones digit and the tens digit. Example 4, 5, 2, 4. Now for the divisibility rule of 4 you need to check last 2 digits. You have to check last 2 digits. Take the last 2 digits. Check whether this number is divisible by 4 or not. Now, is 24 divisible by 4? Yes, it is divisible. So, the whole number is divisible by 4. So, you have to check only the ones digit and the tens digit. Check whether this number is divisible by 4. If it is divisible, then the whole number is divisible by 4. So let me take one more example. 4095. Now what you have to do? You have to check for these 2 digits whether this is divisible by 4 or not. Take 95 and check whether it is divisible or with 4 or not. If you are not able to check directly by seeing, you can go for division. Instead of dividing 4 digits, it's easier to divide 2 digits. So the first digit is bigger. So 4 2s 8. 1. Take 5 down. Now 4 4s is 64. 3s is 12. So the nearest number or the same number you can take. So the nearest number I have taken. When I subtract, I got it as 3. So that means 95 is not divisible by 4. So you can say 4095, that is 4095 is not divisible by 4. Yes. So do remember, for the divisibility rule for 4, you have to check the last 2 digits. Now let's move on for the divisibility rule of 5. Now this is very simple. Now here also you have to check the units digit. Yes, example 4, 9, 6, 5. Now for the 5 you have to check for the last digit. Now check whether if you have in ones place either 0 or 5, then the number is going to divisible by 5. So what you have to do, you have to check the last digit. Check if at all you have 0 or 5, then the number will be divisible by 5. So now here you have 5, that means 4965 is divisible by 5. It's simple, just you have to check whether in units place you have either 0 or 5. So next example 9743. Now what is the last digit? Last digit is 3, because you should have either 0 or 5, but here you have 3, That means 9743 is not divisible by 5. Yes. So next rule for 6. Divisibility rule for 6. Now here you have to check for two numbers, because now 6 is obtained by multiplying two digits, that is 2 3s is 6. So here we have to check for the rule of 2 and we have to check for the rule of 3. Now what is the rule of 2? Rule of 2 is, in units place you should have either 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. And the rule of 3 is you have to find the sum of the digits. Now example, 6, 5, 4, 2. Now first let me check for the rule of 2. Now rule of 2 is what? You should have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in units place. Now what you have over here? You have 2. So that means 6542 is divisible by 2. Now you have to check for rule 3. Now what is the rule? Sum of the digits. Sum of the digits. Now sum of the digits in the sense you have to add these digits, that is 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2. That is nothing but 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. Is 17 divisible by 3? No. So 6542 is not divisible by 3. Now what is the rule? It should be divisible by 2. It should be divisible by 3. If any one is not satisfied, then the whole number is not divisible by 6. So here with 2 it is divisible, but with 3 it is not divisible. So you can say that therefore 6542 is not divisible by 6. Yes, let me repeat once again. Rule for 6 is you have to check for the rule of 2 and for the rule of 3. Yes, now I checked with the rule of 2. It should be divisible, if it is divisible by 2, it should have either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in units place. In the given number we have 2 in units place, so it is divisible by 2. Now we have to check for the divisibility rule of 3. Sum of the digits. Now what we have to do? We have to add the digits in the number. So when I have added, I got it as 17. Now 17 is not divisible with 3. So 6542 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, because it is not divisible with 3, then the whole number is not divisible by 6. Here, instead of taking 2 digits, you can even add 1 plus 7, that is 8. Is 8 divisible with 3? No. So, in that case, here also you can say that it is not divisible by 6. If you feel that 2-digit number is bigger and you can't find out, you can make it simpler and add into the single digit and you can find out. So let's move on to the rule of 8. Let's start with rule for 8. Now for the rule of 8, you have to check for last 3 digits. Let me explain by taking an example. 1648. Now you have because it is 8, you have to check last 3 digits. Now take the last 3 digit, divide the number with 8. So because one digit is smaller, take 2 digits at a time. 8 8 64. When you subtract, it is going to be 0. Take 8 down. 8 ones 8. When you subtract, it is going to get 0. That means the whole number is divisible by 8. So 1648 is divisible by 8. So this whichever number is given, you have to check for the last 3 digits. So let me give another example. For 2048. Now here check the last 3 digits. Take and divide with the 8. Now 048. Divide with 8. So first digit is 0. So you can take 0. 0 is a 0. Yes. So take the next digit. It is it's smaller. So you are going to take another number. 0s are. So 4. Take 8 down. Now 8 6 is 48. So you are getting the remainder 0. That means the given number is divisible by 8. So 2048 is divisible by 8. Yes. So for the divisibility rule of 8, you have to check for the last 3 digits. Take those 3 digits, divide. If you get the 0 remainder, then it is divisible. If you get some remainder 1 or 3 other than 0, then the whole number will be not divisible by 8. So let's move on to the divisibility rule of 9. Rule for 9. Now what is the divisibility rule of 9? Now it is the same as the divisibility rule of 3. Here you are going to find out the sum of the digits. So let's take an example. 6430. Now what you have to do? You have to take the number, find out the sum of the digits and check. Now sum of the digits is 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 0. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 3 is 13, 13 plus 0 is 13. Is 13 divisible by 9? No, it's not divisible. So the number is not divisible by 9. Let me explain by taking another example. 4, 2, 3, 5. What you have to do? You have to do check for the sum of the digits. So sum of the digits, that is 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. So add them up. 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14. Is 14 divisible by 9? 14 is divisible by 9? No, it is not divisible. So you can simply say that 4235 is not divisible by 9. So the last one. So these are simpler. So in the, let me explain this all simpler in one time, and later I am going to explain about the remaining. So this is the last one. Rule for 10. Now what is the rule for 10? Now for rule of 10, in units place you should have 0 in units place. So only the rule is in units place you should have 0. So example 7543. Now check for the units place. What do you have? 3. You have a 0 here. That means 7543 is not divisible by 10. So it's very simple. You have to check only for the unit digit. If it is not 0, it is not divisible. So let me give another example. 4890. Now check for the units place. You should have a 0 for the divisibility rule of 10. Now because you have a 0 here, that means 4890 is divisible by 10. 4890 is divisible by 10. Yes, you are not going to divide, you are just going to see the units place and you are going to say whether it is divisible by 10 or not. Yes, hope you have understood my explanation regarding the divisibility rules. If you have liked it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.